Virgo, welcome to your reading for November. This is going to be based on the full moon in Taurus. So let's get into it. We are going to pull some tokens, see where they land on the moon mat, see what it is you need to know for this full moon in Taurus. Sorry about that. I forgot to hit my music on, so maybe someone has forgotten something. What does Virgo need to know for their highest good for the full moon in Taurus? What do they need to know for their highest good, please? Okay, you got 4, just like Capricorn did. Interesting. So you have one that landed on lessons. It's number 43. The Mandora. Guided by the light of God. And then you have home, Saturn, 81. I think that's karmic. Yeah, karma, hard work and delays. Saturn. Planet Saturn. And then current self, you have the balloons, 85, celebration, milestone of a life event. And then on current self, 112, the pi symbol, complex issues. Balloons can be considered fragile as well. Interesting. So there's a lesson that you've learned. I feel, Virgo is the hermit, so I feel like you've gone within. You've gone in silent mode. You've been on a private journey by yourself, getting enlightenment, which was at that point showing you some lessons. Probably around, home, karmic lessons, dealing around the home, somebody you may have been living with, something, maybe you were even purchasing a home with this person. There was delays in purchasing a home. And your current self, again with the lessons and being guided by the light, the hermit, maybe you internally feel as if you're a fragile and complex person, and maybe you really aren't. Maybe someone made you feel that way, and that was part of the lesson. You know, sometimes, you know, people can make us believe things about ourselves that we're not. I mean, are we all fragile and complex in our own way? Absolutely, all of us are. Doesn't make you a bad person, you know, because we all are. There's certain parts of us that are fragile, and there's certain parts of us that are all complex. That's what makes us all so unique. And you had to go within on a healing journey to, you know, discover that whoever you were dealing with, or the situation you were dealing with, was just basically, you know, was just a karmic lesson. And this full moon in Taurus will bring that to light for you. That, you know, there's nothing really truly wrong with you. And we all need to work on ourselves. It doesn't matter how different we are or complex we are. You know, we are still human beings, and nobody's perfect. But if we take steps to try and better ourselves, then clearly, you know, that was a lesson learned. We all have lessons to learn. So let's get into this the Saturn and home, with, you know, the, what did I say, delays and karmic. What else did they say it was, real quick? Hard work. Home, maybe you were putting in hard work, you know, to move into your own home. So maybe somebody, like I said, it was somebody you were dealing with was a karmic, and, you know, you needed to take the steps to work hard to be able to move out on your own. Maybe this is, you know, somebody, you know, sharing the bills with, and you had to reevaluate and, you know, maybe change a job to make more money to live on your own, to move away from this person. Tell us more about the Saturn and home, please, for Virgo. Okay, that landed right up on the lessons. Yeah, 7 of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Somebody wanted to hold on to other options. 8 of Swords. And you probably didn't want to see that. You know, you know what I mean? You may have been trying to shut it off, thinking that, you know, it was going to work with this person. Page of Swords. Yeah, that's, you know, learning to take your own blindfold off and see situations for what they are. Yeah. Knight of Cups. 3 of Cups. Yeah. So whoever you were dealing with on the home front, so I'm not saying the Knight of Cups is a bad guy, is not, but it's someone who takes, in this situation with the Three of Cups, they take actions towards other people, other friendships, right? So they have other, friendships that they are romantic with, right? They're romantically involved with other friends. And you were blindfolded and didn't want to see it. You had negative thoughts and you were in your head constantly, restless, probably felt like you needed to always watch what this person was doing. And so this was something that you needed to learn. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups. Yeah, Two of Swords. Not wanting to make a, final decision on many other opportunities, people. Not being able to make a decision. So whoever you were dealing with didn't want to make a decision. Yeah, here's the moon. And they wanted to keep this hidden. And so for a long time, Saturn delays. You were delayed in seeing this. And it took you a long time. And so, yeah, of course, you're fragile and you're feeling complex. There's the Lovers. Yeah. A lover's connection has to be chosen, right? And this person didn't want to make a choice. They had other friends and options that they were dealing with, celebrating with, going out with, telling you they're just friends. They're just friends. But, here's the Knight of Cups. Their actions towards their friends are more than just friends. Being smooth, making friends fall in love with them. But there's a lover's connection here that needs to be chosen. And if it's not chosen, if two people don't choose it at the same time, it doesn't work. And it's a tough connection. Tell me more about this, Lovers. So let me tell you. So we've got Pisces energy, Gemini energy, some Libra, some Capricorn, Scorpio. Tell me about this Lovers. Hermit. That's you, Virgo. Or you're dealing with another Virgo. Or you both could have Virgo in your chart. Queen of Swords. There's more air energy, the Gemini. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So it's like one of you is really independent and the other one, so one's independent, speaks their truth, communicates. So one of you communicates more, the other one's more withdrawn. So one of you is more outspoken, the other one's more in focuses internally. There's a lot of fear here. Somebody, one of you or the both of you show a lot of fear. So it might be you, if this person had options and was more romantically involved with their friends. You know, you might have been always in fear with the Eight of Swords, negative thought patterns all the time, but at the same time not really wanting to see it because, you know, this is your lover. But sometimes we have to let our lovers go, even if it is a strong connection. You know, if they're not willing to aim and take their romantic action in their heart towards you and only you, and it's more towards, you know, friends, then you almost have to let it go. So I'm sure you are very fragile right now, but you're on a healing journey and you're learning this lesson. Some of us are on different timelines. Some of us have already learned this lesson. You know, some of you are realizing on this full moon, this is a lesson coming up. And, you know, you've been delayed learning your karmic lessons. Like it's time to come home to yourself, right? To go on that hermit journey. It's time for you to go within, and Virgos can do that. Virgos are good at that. That's their power card. They're good at going within. Let's go to Kipper. Tell us more about this, please. For Virgo. Yeah, see, right on the split, there's the Lovers. Card 15, and then there's the Concern, 33. So yeah, I'd say there's definitely a concern for the Lovers here. Yeah, one's not ready to choose the connection. They're too worried about, you know, taking other people out and, you know, being Rico Suave. Great Fortune, card 26. House. There's the house again. It's almost like, you know, somebody here feels like, you know, maybe the house is important, because remember I kept saying, you know, somebody needing to work hard to be able to afford being in their own house, because if you're living with this person or if you're sharing a house with this person, you know, it is hard for you when you know that they're involved with other partners, okay, with the Three of Cups, you know, so that's romantic relationships and connections. where there's some emotional connections there. And, needing to work hard to be able to get a house on your own to move away from this person, since, there's a concern like we saw with the Lovers. Well, there is a concern. You know this, and it's the feeling of needing to part ways for the time being, because this person's not, Two of Swords, not making a decision between the Lovers and the additional options, right? All these other friends. And they want to hold on to all their options. They don't want to let them go. Whether that's you or your person, you place parties as it fits. But there's something with the house, not maybe wanting to let go of a big house, knowing that if you move out, you're going to be going to a smaller house because you'll be paying the bills on your own and not sharing the bills with somebody, and not wanting to let go of this, bad health. Card 31. Yeah, see, with the Eight of Swords, this can put you in bad health, being stressed out and worried about this connection, because it's unhealthy to live with somebody you're not getting along with. You're better off being alone than you are being with somebody in the same home that you feel alone, right? Because then it's every day of feeling rejected, because you're in this home with somebody that you should be close with, you should be, holding, talking to, sleeping in the same bed with. And if you're not, then it's very uncomfortable, because if you're supposed to be lovers, but you're acting like roommates, that's worse. That's going to put you in depression, bad health, right? Depression, whether people realize it or not, depression can bring on ailments just as much as being overly stressed at a job, or just overly stressed with, everything in your life. You put that kind of negativity on your body, it's going to put you in bad health. So while it might be somebody who's just feeling really depressed, that depression can eventually grow into ailments of making you sick. What do we have here in Kipper? I'm sorry, not Kipper. The tea leaf. These are the hardest cards to try and shuffle. Usually I can do pretty well, but with your reading I can't. So you must be feeling really complex right now, fragile, and I get it. I've been there. It's not fun to be living with somebody that you're not getting along with. Bag. Something important, such as a new job or a raise. You're going to get something that's going to help you to get the house you want for yourself, to be able to move out and afford to live on your own without being dependent on somebody who isn't choosing you and who's putting you in bad health. Cobweb. Protection from negative forces beyond your control. The cobweb is about protection. You're being protected. So during this younger man, dealings with a younger man. So yeah, you could be very well be dealing with a younger man. You could be the younger man. Take it as it resonates. But you're being protected at this time to, go within on the hermit's journey, if you haven't already, to be able to wake up and see that this situation of living with somebody that you're not talking to or connecting with and feeling alone and emotionally abandoned from is making you ill. So you're going to end up getting the resources you need to be able to move out and live on your own and be out of this situation, since the lover isn't choosing you. They're choosing everybody else, and that's hurtful. Friends, they're choosing friends, family, other romantic partners, whatever it is. It's a third energy. What do we have in here, please, for Virgo? Keep in mind you can have Virgo in any of your placements. Shapeshifter. You can shapeshift yourself into, you can transform yourself to be able to get out of this situation. Any of us can do that. You can change the situation. If your ear is ringing, it's linked to an awakening. So if your ear, the right or the left, you hear a ringing in it, and then it stops and goes away, you're having an awakening which is waking you up to what this situation is. It's a lover that's not choosing you, which hurts. And so the universe wants to protect you and give you the resources you need. So you're going to have, a new job or raise that's going to help you to move out of this situation. And, with the ear ringing and shapeshifter, that does go with, the light, following the light, this, God, spiritual path, whatever it is you believe in, and learning this lesson that not all lovers are going to stay in our lives. And no one is perfect. No one is perfect. Right? Virgos like things to be perfect. And just because this didn't work out for you doesn't mean, it doesn't mean that you're not a perfect. I mean, it's what am I trying to say? It's okay that this isn't working out. It's okay that you have to leave a big, beautiful house of, great fortune and money. What's more important, your health or dying early in a nice house with a fat bank account? What's more important to you? Not living that perfect life. It's okay, We all trip and fall. All of us do. So it's okay that, you don't have to feel like you have to be perfect. in this situation, right? Because like it said here, you're complex with the pie and the balloons. Not only are you fragile, but this is something you can celebrate. The fact that you have the strength within you to learn a karmic lesson, even if it was delayed. You know, I'll be the first to admit I've gone around and around on a few lessons, and you know, I still do on some, but it makes you wiser. Okay. So, like I was saying, Kundalini awakening, all chakras are opening. So yeah, you are having a spiritual awakening, and it takes certain relationships, such as the lovers, to do that, because they often reflect to you like a mirror what it is that you envy in somebody else that you wish you had, right? That's where fears come in when I say fears. And right now, you are moving in silence. You are on the hermit's journey, whether you're masculine, feminine, you know, whatever portion of Virgo you have in your chart. You don't even have to have Virgo to be here. You can be dealing with a Virgo. But right now, you're pulling away on your own private journey so you can heal and stop worrying about great fortune in a big house. You know, you can get all that on your own. Let's pull a final message. Sacred Symbols Oracle. What do we have for Virgo? As long as we've learned a lesson in anything we've gone through, you're a winner, because you take the lesson and you move on. That's what makes you wiser. What do we have here, please? Final message for Virgo. I think it's great that you're having a spiritual awakening, because it's only going to make you stronger and wiser. We had one, trust. Yeah, trust. Card 16. Right now, you don't fully trust the process, right? Because there's that gray area. You can't really see it, so you're not fully trusting. And, you know, spirit, universe, your higher self is asking you to trust the process. To allow yourself to go through this awakening. You know, that's what some lovers' connections are about, is to come into our lives to shake us up, wake us up to healing and waking up to our journey. So you're definitely on a hermit journey. And it was kicked off. This is probably, you know, a lover that was somebody that was supposed to catapult you into this healing phase. We all have them. We all have those types of connections. But you're on the right path. Keep going, you know? So what? It was a little delayed, big deal. But the point is, you're on the right path, and the universe is going to reward you. So trust. You don't need this person to have great fortune and a big house if they're not willing to pick you. Trust the process. Okay? Because you got a bag of some resources coming towards you. All right? So don't sit there in bad health over this, okay? So I hope this was helpful, Virgo. I will talk to you soon.